Well, it seems we have a rumor for a DC Superman game and is seemingly a AAA, hopefully open world single player Superman game being created by WB Games Montreal, who actually have two projects in development. And we have a new source called Fortress of DC over on X, which is a DC lovers fan account, who claim to have exclusive details on a brand new Superman game, as well as a source from around 2 years ago in 2024, which seemed very detailed. Now we know that Rocksteady Studios is working on a brand new Batman Arkham game, if it is in fact an Arkham game, but the studio behind Gotham Knights and Batman Arkham Origins are working on two DC projects. Let's start off with the latest rumor from Fortress of DC, who posted this thread on X. It reads, WB Games Montreal update exclusive. WB Games Montreal is currently working on two DC games. One is a single player Superman game which we exclusively revealed some time ago, and the other is a live service game in the style of Marvel Rivals with DC characters. Making a Superman game hasn't been easy these past few years. This isn't the first time WB Games Montreal has attempted a Superman game. They already cancelled one, so let's hope this one's for good. There's another studio co-developing this Superman game with WB Games Montreal, which I don't know yet, but WB Games Montreal isn't alone in this. The game has been in development for about 5 to 6 years and has undergone restarts, changes in the graphics engine, and was also affected by the change in management and the arrival of Gunn and Safran as co-CEOs of DC Studios. The game shouldn't take long to be announced. It could be announced this year or next, with a release date likely in 2028. Okay, let's talk about the live service game, the new online multiplayer game from WB Games Montreal. From what I've heard, this game entered development not too long ago after Gunn and Safran joined the team, and it's basically a response to Marvel Rivals but with DC characters. Both games, the Superman game and the DC Rivals games, are being developed using Unreal Engine 5. This game entered development after the internal restructuring of WB Games Montreal has gone through layoffs. WB Games Montreal is working with external companies to facilitate and improve the performance of this type of Marvel Rivals style game. This account also stated that yes, Rocksteady is working on the next Batman game, and we do have more leaks that kind of corroborate that yes, a Superman game is likely in the works. But let's also go over the previous leak that this X account revealed back in April 2024, when they stated that they are going to be revealing new DC game info. They stated that we have seen an early model of Superman flying over a city, we assume Metropolis, and models of alien creatures and robots. We still don't know where it will be located, whether in the Gotham Knights universe, a new universe, or could it be in the DCU. Recall that James Gunn said in January 2023 that there will also be games set in the DCU. The game is expected to release in 2026 to 2027, open world Metropolis with Superman as the only playable character and protagonist. They also stated in August 2025 that it's happening. A Superman game set in the DCU is coming. It might be a little later than we originally thought, maybe 2027 or 2028, I'm not sure, but a Superman game set in the DCU is on the way. David Corenswet will voice Superman. It's a game Gunn has wanted to see made since he joined as co-CEO of DC Studios. Development is progressing well. Someone also asked in February 2025 about an update on the Superman and Wonder Woman game, which was ultimately cancelled. They stated that the Wonder Woman game suffered a reboot and will take a while to arrive. I heard that the Superman game suffered the same fate, but the impact will not be as great since it was not nearly as advanced as the Wonder Woman game. Twitter user Anthony King also asked, WB Montreal next game after Gotham Knights, what will it be? Fortress of DC responded, I don't know exactly. They scrapped a Flash game and Gotham Knights too. I don't know what they're up to now. I think the reboot of Superman game is being carried out by another company. And just last month, he confirmed that WB Montreal are working on this game co-developed by another studio alongside. Now let's talk about James Gunn and what he means for the future of the DC video game, as he was not only put in charge of DC TV and movies, also the entire video game division. We even know that he wanted games set within his new DC universe. Now, following the cancellation of Monolith Wonder Woman title, Gunn has promised that games are on the way, but they take time. As when speaking to Games Radar, Gunn explained that there's been some slight movement on different things and video games are still in the work. We have a couple of little DC games coming out, he said, but we also have talked about and in early stages of planning planning some bigger things. One thing in particular I'm excited about, but it does take time. There's been some changes in Warner Brothers games, and so we're dealing with new people, Gunn admitted, and there's also been slight changes within his initial DC Chapter 1 lineup of movies and TV shows, but changes are always inevitable. It was also stated on RadioTimes.com that Gunn and co-chairperson of DC Studios, Peter Safran, have been in talks with Rocksteady and NetherRealm about the game tie-ins for their upcoming films. Gunn and Safran have revealed it's still early days, but things are definitely in motion. And as reported by IGN, Safran said at a recent DC Studios presentation, James and I sit with the guys that run studios under JB Perrette, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO and president of global streaming and games. Whether it's NetherRealm or Rocksteady, we sit with them and we talk about characters and stories that we're interested in and they're interested in. Gunn added, we see designs for the projects in their very earliest stages. We talk about those. We talk about what the story might be and we'll say, well, maybe you want to go this way, but we're planning on maybe doing something with this character. But when might we see the fruits of these talks? Safran said that it won't be for another couple of years, which we can live with considering the development time of AAA games these years. It's a couple of years away, but we've had some pretty active involvement in some stuff coming up. He shared it's really interesting. Also now with the recent acquisition of Warner Brothers and the Warner Brothers Games division by Paramount Studios, in early June 2026, Paramount merged their current game studios under one studio known as Paramount Game Studios. So it's likely when the acquisition of Warner Brothers is complete, the Warner Brothers Games division will be under Paramount Game Studios, which is currently being led by Amy Hennig, the game director of the Uncharted series, who also has Marvel 1943 in development, as well as an unannounced Star Wars game. Let's go over the leak from 2 years ago in 2024, which states that WB Montreal is working on a Superman game. This has been rumored for a while and coincided with the WB recycling Metropolis assets theory. We already know they are working on a DC IP with a respected franchise. Recently, the host of the Tilardia Plays podcast claims to have direct connection to WB Montreal developers. He confirms that they are working on a flying DC game, DC IP with flying mechanics. He also has conversation with trusted leaker regarding the future of Rocksteady. He goes on to leak details of the movesets of future DLC characters. This has been rumored for a while, but it adds more credibility. Also, leaker Miller Ross discusses how Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League sold well below worst case scenario. He also knows Rocksteady developers, but speculates Rocksteady will return to Arkham Bat Family rather than target a Justice League game, which was also unofficially confirmed by Jason Schreier. It also says that the reason this is a rumor and not a leak is because it could easily be a different flying DC hero, or more exciting, Batman flying the Batwing with fully implemented flying mechanics this time. But it is very possible that Rocksteady's new Batman game and this brand new Superman game that is possibly in development by WB Montreal will both be in the DCU. Also, with the focus of the super family within the DCU and no introduction to Batman yet, it seems that James Gunn would be very interested in making a Superman game happen. It could even be the early years of Superman, before the Superman 2025 film, or in between the 2 years between Superman and the upcoming Man of Tomorrow movie. In regards to Rocksteady's Batman, it's very possible that this could be a continuation of the Arkham franchise or a completely different universe. It may not even be inside of the DCU, but a completely rebooted universe, which rumors imply doesn't seem to be a Batman Beyond game. I hope we get even more confirmation that this Superman game is happening, as I think that this will blow everyone away, especially as everyone has wanted another superhero game that isn't Spider-Man or Batman, and bringing Superman, the most famous superhero of all time, into his own AAA game would be absolutely insane. Also, with this rumor stating that a Flash game was considered but ultimately cancelled, is something that we've heard before, was seemingly due to the poor reception of the Flash movie. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for a Superman game coming? Do you believe that WB Montreal has what it takes to create a true AAA Superman game? As I believe that this project, if executed perfectly, would put them on the map to create even more single-player narrative DC superhero games, as Batman Arkham Origins and Gotham Knights, as great as Arkham Origins was, still considered a spin-off. Gotham Knights just wasn't received well at all. Let me know in the comment section below, do you think we are going to be getting this Superman game? Do you think it's going to be set in the DCU with David Corenswet voicing it, or do you believe it will be a completely new universe or continuation? And guys, it is finally here. The Balboa Club Witch Hunt Collection Volume 1 is now available and will run from December through February, and this drop is specifically inspired by The Witcher, as I wanted to blend the styles of the wrestling world with the games we all know and love. Please go ahead and check out the Balboa Club store. It's on the channel store page, and the website is in the description and pinned comment section below.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement.